Razor is an absolute DPS monster, and what better way to showcase his potential than the latest storyline in Genshin Impact. In today's video, you guys are going to see that even at level 80 without any constellation points and a crafted weapon, this character has more than enough damage potential to take on some of the hardest content in the game. So as we dive into the artifacts and what is in my opinion the best team to enable this character, you guys are going to see that the best part of all this is that it's all free to play. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I also have a Twitch channel, which a link is available in the description right now, as well as a link to my own Discord server in case you guys would like to join us. That being said, let's jump right in. Since my last free-to-play build on Razor, the artifacts have actually not changed that much, in the sense that I still use 2 pieces of Berserker and 2 pieces of Gladiator, simply because they give 18% attack and 12% crit rate, which is probably the easiest way to buff up your stats in the beginning. Of course, a 4-piece Gladiators could also be quite good. However, I found that getting a lot of crit rate on your substat rolls was actually quite hard. Therefore, I decided to work with 2 pieces of each set. As for the main stats and substats, you definitely want to focus on attack percent, crit rate, and crit damage. Some of them are actually fixed for the main stat, like the flower and the plume, but for the Sands of Eon, that can roll attack percent as a main, therefore focus on that. As for the goblet, that one can get physical damage bonus instead of, let's say, attack percent, which is what I have in my case. As for the circlet, this is the only piece that can roll with crit damage percent, therefore if you can get that, that is definitely going to help your damage quite a bit. You will end up having perhaps a little bit less crit rate total, but you can always work with a crit rate piece instead, like I have, for example, right here on a different character. As I pointed out in the beginning, the weapon that I use on Razor is the prototype Aminus. This one is crafted at the Forge because you have a chance at getting the materials needed for it every week from the Storm Terror boss. It is currently refined to rank number 2 at level 80. However, some other players have pointed out that perhaps the debate club is sufficient. As for the constellation, I never pulled extra copies of Razor aside from the one that I got in the beginning. Therefore, this is at level 0. As for the talents though, I did manage to get them all up to level 6. At this point, however, it is going to be limited by this Dvalin's Claw, which I assume I can only get once a week. Therefore, it's probably going to take a very long time before I'm able to rank these up. As for the heroes that I use with my Razor, I am still focusing on the same 3 that I got in the beginning, which is Kea, Barbara, and Amber. Amber being my bow user, this could always be replaced with a second Electro user, for example, Fischl, which would help get your ultimate or your elemental burst back faster on Razor. However, for the elemental reactions, I would say that Kea and Barbara are key for your Razor to deal even more damage. Therefore, I would highly recommend working with at least those 3. As for the elemental resonance effect, we currently have the protective canopy, which will increase our resistance by 15%. However, as I just pointed out, the high voltage perhaps would be a little bit better if you want to get more damage out of your Razor by having 2 Electros on the team. The last thing to touch on is obviously the food buff. This delicious Adeptus Temptation will increase your stats drastically. Look at all that extra attack and crit rate, so I definitely make sure that I have that buff up when I'm about to go into a fight. So here are the total stats when I have that buff on, which is now giving me a total of almost 2200 attack and 44% crit rate. And now for some gameplay footage. I will let you guys enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Catch you guys later.
This is going to cost you!
Take it? face.
I'll bring you there. Go, go.
Dodge this.
Not so hard.
Dodge this. This one will be frozen. Die.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Dodge this.
You're cut.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Lyra, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
The Adeptire manning the Quajon Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me. Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? What
Let it rain.
Looks like I went too far.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the tiny giant cars. Wow, it's a Medicaid shockwave. This grid is really strong.
You can't run. Looks like I went too far.
No escape. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against.
Body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Over here.
My work.
No one escapes my sight.
Dodge this. This one will be frozen in time.
Don't be a killjoy. Just be kind.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? No one escapes my sight.
So sorry.
Shouldn't get careless.
Over here. No escape.
I just can't.
the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.